Hello, welcome back to part 3 of the series of the World of Warcraft leveling challenge of Lord of the Rings. Um, so today I'm just kind of gonna be turning in all of these quests. I'm going to be finishing them up, and then possibly just turning in that one quest to get the ring, and then you know what happens from there. I'm level 14 now, but I think after all these quests are turned in and done, I will be at least level 15, maybe 16. I don't know. Well, that I can't remember actually. Because again, like today's video, I uh pre-recorded this not too long ago. Like this was yesterday's stream. Um, if you wanted to hear actual commentary and whatnot, you can join. I try to stream at least an hour a day at random times because I'm still figuring out when the best time to just kind of stream is. But today's stream will be about actually destroying the ring. And then, of course, I'll repost it to YouTube once it's done, and it'll be cut up like this. Because I just want to show, like, me actually doing the quest. We're just kind of running around, because I don't think you want to see a lot of running right now. Maybe for part 4, when I actually finish this challenge. And then, like, I know next episode will be a lot more running involved, because I'm not questing, I'm actually walking down to destroy this ring. So, might be a shorter video, might be just about as long. I don't know yet, but it's gonna be there. Um, but anyway, I was just kind of thinking about last time I was actually doing the Ghostlands not too long ago, and I just remember how annoying these things were, because, like, these arcane devourers always came in, like, a lot of groups last time I did the zone, and it was really hard to solo, and I'm just over here like, how is there only, like, one or two? Not in, like, big chunks, like, it was different, that's for sure. And of course, I still had my spider quest that I had to do, so of course I'm gonna be messing around on that. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of how it is. But yeah, like, there's just so much going on that it's kind of funny to me. But I'm also just like, I'm getting to that point where it's like, oh god, I think I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And then WoW is probably gonna be like, about that. Let's throw a bear, for instance, or let's throw a murloc at you. Just to remind you of how bad it is. Just the reason why you failed. Or they're just gonna send like 4 elites at me. Like I feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know because I haven't recorded the stream yet. Uh, for part 4, I'm doing this one today instead. Just finishing up the voice over and whatnot. So, but I'll have more to say probably when it happens. Maybe even figure something out. Sorry about that. But yeah, like, there's a lot. So I have to figure out how to get from. So the route I used to take was all the way. I went around Twilight Highlands, like, because I was on the Horde, so I had to swim around it. And I know there's a lot of things that like to kill me. And then going from the Twilight Highlands, there's this little dock out in the Badlands, about right there or so. And it will take you up to over here. And then from there, you just kind of walk through there, which will get you down there. Go around and down, and you'll be in the mountain. So there is a good portion of just swimming for the Horde side of this challenge. But, I mean, that's kind of what it is. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a walk. I already finished the challenge on my alt that I was doing this on just to see if it was even possible in retail, and it is. Um, Ironically, I forgot, because I ran past an alliance base on that character, so literally right after I destroyed the ring, I got ganked. Because WoW got a WoW. Um, but yeah, like that was not necessarily the funnest part of this at all. Um, because right as I was about to screenshot just like how many deaths I had and everything, yeah, no, I got ganked. So then it appeared as one death. So then I didn't know how to necessarily go forward with that. That's why I didn't post anything about it because I got ganked, and even though the ring was destroyed, I technically completed it. I just couldn't screenshot it because of the death that someone did right after I finished the challenge. So, yeah, ugh, I don't know if that technically counted as a failure or not. I mean, the ring was destroyed. I did everything. It was just that one player that, right as I was about to screenshot, decided, you know what? Let's get rid of you. Also, these shamans here are just a pain. Like, they just come out of nowhere. Oh god. Oh god, it's the Murlocs. I don't want to die again. But judging by the title and how I'm talking about the part 4, you can already tell that I have already lived past this. But it's still not any easier to just kind of like be like, oh god, Murlocs. Is this what's gonna kill me this time? Because it was actually these group of Murlocs on my first character that killed me, because I decided to log out around this area and instead of the inn. So I kind of ended up in a weird spot of, well, I'm dead. And this was back in Legion when you didn't have as many abilities at the time. But yeah, I was not the brightest when it came down to logging out back then. Whereas now, like, I'll make sure I log out, like, in an inn or something, just to be able to actually, um, be in a safe spot when I log back in instead of just constantly, like, oh, you know what? Let's log out in danger, because that sounds like a very good idea. Totally not dangerous at all. Um, Ironically, this zone right here is what really got me. Not zone, this little area in the Ghostlands, is because the models. The models is what got me. Like, how did Blizzard forget to update these models? That's the one thing. Like, everything else in the Ghostlands is like an updated model. And then when I walked in here, I'm like, wait, why am I seeing Burning Crusade models? Like, I get it's like a night elf mixed with a blood elf looking model, but it's still just a Blizzard, I think you forgot something moment. Just due to the fact that like some of them just look like night elves with blood elf ears and some actually look like blood elves, but it's weird. Like that one was a really good example of just what one of them looked like. And that's another good example of what one looked like just as a straight elf. But yet, nothing we could do. It was just a weird looking thing, and I thought it was interesting just to kind of show and be like, well, that happened. Weird models that stand out like a sore thumb when you're just trying to do your thing. So, yeah, that was my experience with it. So, and as you can kind of see, that it's just kind of like, well, at least I'm doing it. Although that fountain is really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. They really did well when it came down to like the design aspect of like the houses and the wells, the fountains, just the environment in general. Like, I feel like they did a really good job in this starting zone in particular over some of the others. Like, sure, the night elf was really pretty. Like, you actually felt like you were lost in a forest half the time, but that's also me who gets lost in a circle. Um, but yeah, like, as you can see, like, I haven't changed out of my level 1 armor. I haven't died yet. Oh, wait, I a little too fast. Haha. But yeah, no deaths, nothing. I'm still alive and kicking. Um, but yeah, I just have a few more quests. I decided to do the Night Elf one first because the Tumor supplies was on the way to the turn-ins, so just figured I'd do this one first, even though they're technically were about the same farness away from me at the time. What was really funny was before I started like recording and like um playing around with this, I didn't realize that the leader was actually a part of a quest. So this little troop here, um I thought the leader was just like a weird random NPC that didn't matter or anything until today actually when I was about to, well, not really today, but when I was like accepting a lot of the other quests before I ran off to the Eastern Plaguelands and whatnot. You'll see by the end. But yeah, I thought it was like the weirdest thing. I'm gonna tell you now, this lady here who just dropped that, she kept trying to give me her shoulder pads the entire time, but my bags were full. And now we get to go get the tumor supplies. Huh, this would have been a lot easier from yesterday if I had them, huh? And I actually went into a tomb. But no. Clearly I didn't need them. So whoever wants them apparently just doesn't get it. I forgot to CC that mob, to be fair, in my defense. That's why it's attacking me and I'm being a little crazy. But yeah, it's a thing. I'm honestly shocked the camera didn't pick up that ghoul. I guess he just wanted to hide around the corner and be a little camera shy. But oh well. And there you go. There's the tumor supplies. And what I originally did was I went over to the other side because they had a bow that could possibly be upgraded. I do know that from completing the zone, and sometimes it was upgraded, sometimes it wasn't. So I was trying to see if it would be a blue bow or if it would be a green like normal. So, oh my god, there's a player! There's a player on this realm. Hello. Um, yeah, that's when I realized I had to sell things instead of turn in. And it was the shameful, let's get rid of all the junk, all the stuff I can't use. Because first aid isn't a thing anymore, so I can't really keep cloth. Yeah, so many things that were just had to go to the land of goodbye, forever moment. Blah. Um, yeah, as I was kind of turning things in, it was just like, okay, well, let's see, did I get the blue bow? I don't know why I showed this much of the turn-ins. Oh well. But yeah, like, this is the quest where it's like sometimes he'll give me a blue bow, and sometimes it's just gonna remain green. This one, unfortunately, just remained green, so I couldn't use it. And I just kind of cried inside. But, I mean, it's the thing. It's the thing that happens. Um, yeah, like, then I went over to the other area, turned in some quests, and then I went to basically get my ring. And just like that, I found one ring. And of course, that was the one that was upgraded. So now it's our walk to destroy it. I decided to end the video out in the Eastern Plaguelands, um, just because it's a vibe. But anyway, I hope to see you all later today when I post again. Bye.